Hello, my name is Ann Brock. I'm with RightStar Systems, and today we're going to talk about using Remedyforce for an HR department. As many of you know, Remedyforce is often brought into an organization in the IT department, but many of our customers also then expand to other departments, such as human resources. And why do they do this? For one thing, they get the benefits of a single end-user portal. So whether an end user is coming in for IT, HR, facilities, they go to the same portal. There are also things like automated assignments and service level agreements that you can tie to those. Really, that last bullet I think is a key one, is you want to get requests out of email. You can't report on things that well from email. If they're in Remedyforce, you're going to be able to see what kinds of tickets HR is getting, how they're responding, and track what kind of issues might need to be addressed down the road. So how does Remedyforce help? One of the key things is data segregation. You want to make sure only your HR team sees your HR tickets and your IT team sees your IT tickets. It also can, on the self-service portal, you can say who can submit what as well. And now you can use things like form layouts to make it easier for HR department to manage the tickets because they can have a different ticket layout, different categories, templates, etc. from your IT team. So let's go take a look at this. I'm going to start on the self-service portal. I'm logged in as Jackson, and of course he can see things whether they're coming from HR, whether they're coming from IT or whatever. He can see broadcasts that might be relevant. If he decides he wants to request a service from HR, he could search for it. We'll do that in a minute. Or he can come down and look at the HR category. As you can see, I have a variety of items on this particular list. But let's say Jackson has a general HR question. Well, I've set this up, and of course this is configurable. You can have the questions you want on here, but I've said type of issue is required, and maybe he has a question on benefits. And he would prefer to be contacted by phone, and you can see it pops open another field to say the best number to reach him at. Maybe he's not at work today, maybe that's why he's asking about benefits, because he's at home and trying to figure out what to do. Oh, I don't know, maybe family medical leave or something like that. New baby, need to know Family Medical Leave Act info. So you can go ahead and submit that, and that's going to end up on the HR queue so that the HR team can start looking at that. Of course, HR might have also put a knowledge article about that out here as well, and he could have looked at that instead of putting in the ticket. In this demo, we're really focusing in on tickets. I have another one here. I need a job posting. Maybe he needs to post a job because his team's expanding. His job title will be Senior Honcho. Does everything. I'm going to be in the USA today, and we'll put it in my location, Vancouver, Washington. And in this case, again, all these choices are up to you. Maybe they would start with an internal posting, later put it out to external, but he's going to do both. He really needs to find a good head honcho, so he's going to ask them to set up the job posting for both. All those questions, of course, are configurable, and we'll look at that in a little bit as well. But you can see two very different kinds of questions are still coming in on the self-service portal. I'm going to do one more out here. He happens to have an employee that took over while his new baby was helping. So his new baby was happening, so he wants to give that employee a bonus. So here I have a lookup list that looks into the data in the system. Emma is doing a lot these days. Stepped up and took on extra projects. And he's going to give her a good bonus amount. Let's say $1,000. So it doesn't matter what it is. You put on the self-service portal. And by the way, maybe that bonus one is one only managers can see. So you can have entitlements on these to make sure the right people can see the right kinds of requests. So I just put in 3 very different kinds of requests in on the self-service portal, and they're all going to go ahead and come into here. I'm going to go ahead and refresh on this view, and we can see those last 3 tickets came in to the HR sysadmin group. I happen to be a member of HR sysadmin, so if I actually go to that queue, I'll see those 3 as well. Over here, I'm logged in as somebody who's not a member of the HR sysadmin queue, and she does not see those tickets on here. In fact, if she goes to the HR admin queue here, the list view here, she doesn't see those. So that's an example of data segregation where this user is not going to see those tickets that came into HR while the user who's logged in over here does. And speaking of entitlements, here's my spot bonus award. Right now I have the request definition showing to everyone, but I could also limit it to particular accounts. So I could set up a manager account and they would be the ones who would be able to see that. So lots of ways to slice and dice how you're going to show that out. So these have come in. I can report on these. I can do things. I got assigned automatically to the group. I'm going to focus in on that spot bonus one just so we don't take too long. And go ahead and take a look at that service request. Got the spot bonus award. I can see it's a $4,000. If I scroll down, I can see the inputs for the questions. I'm doing this because I have a tooltip down here. And it says that a bonus amount of over $500 needs to be sent for approval. I could have done that from the self-service portal, but I'm going to go ahead and do it from the back end here, or I'm going to go ahead and submit it for approval. And the person who's going to approve this just got an email saying, please approve this ticket. Now they can do this on their mobile device. And in fact, they can submit requests on their mobile device or work requests out here. But you can see here, I got an approval out here. I need to go ahead and approve this. I can go ahead and approve the spot bonus. I know how hard Emma's been working, so I'm going to go ahead and approve it. And now if I reload on my ticket on the back end, we're going to go ahead and see it's been approved, and I can keep working on it. You still get to do all the other wonderful things you've got in Remedyforce. We mentioned auto assignment, so this got sent to the queue. Could have had round robin and have it get to staff. If there are any service levels tied to that, I'm going to see this as part of this as well. So I can see service level agreements. And again, this is running on the same platform as all of your Remedyforce activities. So if other people are using Remedyforce, you're only administering one platform. And of course, I can go ahead and have reports running on this through dashboards, reports, etc. So now I can start tracking what my HR department is doing, and nothing is getting lost in email. So those are the key things I wanted to mention around how Remedyforce can help you on your bringing your HR department in to start tracking their tickets. Just a couple other things I want to mention briefly. On the BMC Marketplace, there are ways to extend. So for example, you may want to integrate in with Workday or other HR tools, where there are several applications out there, Automation Edge and Action Hub, that help you do integrations. Project management, etc. There are ways you can tie things together. And of course, Salesforce has their App Exchange, so if you're looking for something specific that's not on the BMC Marketplace, you can always check out the App Exchange. If you need help getting the HR department onto the Remedyforce solution, do contact RightStar. We'd be happy to help you out. Thank you very much.